That is a big question mark at the moment. And off we go. And it is Wolves kicking from left to right as we look. 17th in the Premier League, Blackburn 6th in the Championship after yesterday's handful of fixtures in the second tier. It'll be really interesting to see how Blackburn approach this, whether they sit in and look to counter or whether they will try and be more adventurous, Michael Brown.
I think you know the answer. I think when you have the two centre-backs they have, not necessarily blessed with pace along that back line, as I mentioned in the build-up, normally Wolves are comfy staying and waiting. But I think Blackburn are just going to sit, have a look, try and play, try and build up and counter wherever possible.
Well, both of these sides have lost 4 of their last 5 fixtures, so a victory here would certainly be a timely boost for the pair of them. And Blackburn playing out from the back, and Bellegarde got the final touch on that. A little bit of panic there.
A little bit, you know, you're setting off, you're trying to play, you're trying to build up. I thought he was going to go straight into Forshaw, he doesn't, and goes wider, but good press from Wolves.
There's Emmanuel Dennis. It'll be interesting to see how long he lasts in this game. All 3 deadline day signings for Blackburn did play for the under-23s in the week. All got 45 minutes in that game. There is Santiago Bueno for Wolves. And it runs straight under the boot of Nelson Semedo, who took over the captaincy from Mario Lemina in December.
I did say about Semedo how comfortable he is on the ball. He's trying to settle in. Something, one of those, lacking a concentration early on in the game, but could be a really good cup tie. I'm really looking forward to system setups. We have to do something different.
Buckley launching it. Campo was showing interest, but safely gathered by Sam Johnston. Preston born, so a victory over Blackburn would be particularly sweet for him. Geddes. This is Agbadou playing in the heart of that back 3 for Wolverhampton Wanderers. But Vitor Pereira speaking about the importance of the recent return of Totti in that left-sided centre-half role, stating that it gives Wolves some much-needed balance back there. And here is the aforementioned Totti, who was back in action last weekend after a month out with a hamstring injury. And that one is dealt with by Yuri Ribeiro, who is no stranger to English football. He'd have a spell with Nottingham Forest prior to his move to Braga. But here he is back in English football once again and making his Blackburn debut. Cunha dispossessed by Kozia Dubry, the man on loan from Brighton, an England under-19 international. Danny Bart, big game for him this, given his Wolves connection. Started his career with them, won promotion with them twice. Cunha is fouled by Kozia Dubry. What a boost it was for Wolves. Not just the goal he got against Aston Villa late on last weekend, but more importantly that decision to sign a new contract, given all of the speculation that has surrounded Cunha beforehand.
Yeah, 100%. The manager said it was so important to keep him, but we've seen over the last couple of seasons at Wolves, lots of players have left, not really being replaced. That would have been a worry in the position they are in the Premier League.
Bolash Tote, the Blackburn goalkeeper, sorting out his defenders here. And Mateus Cunha is having a look at this. He goes for it, Cunha. And Tote watched it all the way. It was pretty well telegraphed, that.
I tell you what though, it ain't the worst strike. Hits it well enough. A tricky condition. Goalkeeper good take.
Forshaw for Buckley. Forshaw in the side today with Lewis Travis, the energetic box-to-box midfielder, left out of the starting 11. But he will be looking for his team to sharpen up at both ends of the field. He was particularly upset, John Eustace, with the goals they conceded at Queen's Park Rangers the other night, and they were a little bit powder puff at the top end of the field as well, and they'd be looking for that to change. They have lost ground in their playoff hunt in recent times.
Yeah, I think you've got to have a look though as well of the situation, the amount of players missing, the schedule in January. They never got recruitment in right until the end of the month, which makes it very, very difficult. And here we are now seeing players on debuts, not really training much, but this is where their season starts for me.
Ribeiro. Buckley, product of the youth system here at Blackburn. Ozia Dubry looking for the return, not quite getting it. Totti stepping in for Wolves. Now Cunha. Ribeiro watching that all the way and takes it away from Hwang. Here is Hwang. Guedes. João Gomez. Totti joining in. Bueno. Wolves just beginning to find their feet, having a spell in possession now. Aiming to reach the 5th round in consecutive seasons for the first time since the mid-90s, Wolves. They have won their last 2 away games in this competition. Of course, that last FA Cup success back in 1960 when they beat Blackburn under their legendary manager Stan Cullis, who remains their most successful manager of all time. Ozia Dubry for Blackburn, meanwhile, looking to ask a question here. Deflects up into the arms of Sam Johnston.
Yeah, he's positive. Manuel Dennis as well. Initially, when he comes inside, I think, can you just flick it to the back post, sort of cross? But you're trying to set a momentum, a tone in the game. We don't always mind it, trying to get your shots away, being positive, but a little bit more quality needed.
He had a fabulous first start, as I recall, against Luton in December. He scored in that game, and in the words of John Eustace, he was described as totally unplayable. Ozia Dubry. This is João Gomez. Bellegarde. Now Bueno. Semedo forced back by Ribeiro. Cunha exchanging passes there with João Gomez. Buckley steps in for Blackburn. Emmanuel Dennis unable to make it stick. Agbadou steering it back to Sam Johnston. From West Bromwich Albion and Crystal Palace goalkeeper. 4 caps for England as well. Vitor Pereira, who was appointed on December the 19th, replacing Gary O'Neill. Left his job at the Saudi Pro League side, Al Shabab. I did mention earlier that things have started to move in the right direction for Wolves since he took the job. Enjoyed wins over Leicester, Manchester United, a draw with Spurs, and of course that win over Aston Villa last weekend. Here's Cargbo for Blackburn. Slipping it on now for Ribeiro. Back for Cargbo! Good chance. Cargbo couldn't hit the target.
Yeah, it was a good switch of play initially, and from there on you stay outside, you come in. Again, willing runners in wider areas. It was a good timed one. And as it drops here, it's difficult because it's slightly behind him. But he hits it well enough, always rising. But I'll give him a little bit more hope as he just looks to the sky, but got to get the ball out to him a little bit quicker if they can.
He'd be delighted though, John Eustace, with that move, the way that Ribeiro went on the burst down the left. That's what he's looking for from his left back. Of course, they have been short in that department. Owen Beck has been playing there. But Harry Pickering is another option in that department. He's currently sidelined through injury, one of several injuries that John Eustace is having to contend with. But the question remains as to whether the lines of communication are what they should be between John Eustace and the club's owners. And that is why there's so much speculation around his future here. Nothing from the manager himself, of course, but reports suggest that there might be a breakdown in communication. And stories increasing all the time of a possible departure of John Eustace. We'll see how that develops over the coming days and weeks. Buckley. He's dumped on the turf, and it will be a Blackburn Rovers free kick.
Yeah, it's a good touch initially, isn't it? Just that little pull, and then he lets his legs go to make sure he gets the foul. Can you a little bit frustrated when you put your arm on? It allows the player to have a decision. Now it's about the quality, what type of delivery. He knows that he can't really be affording to give free kicks away in dangerous areas.
Buckley takes. And a back across goal by Bart. Goes a Dubry. Dennis. That'll be pounced upon and Wolves clear. Well, he can be a handful, Emmanuel Dennis. We've seen that, but match sharpness or lack of it will be his biggest issue.
Massive issue altogether. I think will depend on how long the manager can get from him. They only had a look at this type of tie and what type of team he can get out. And I think if he can stay in the game, Blackburn, for a long period, he'll be absolutely delighted. But it's now Wolves' turn to defend, getting that back line. They're good at that, though.
Dennis looking to get clear of Agbadou. Rankin Costello. Flat delivery, goes beyond Cantwell. And Wolves will let that run out for the throw. These two last met back in April 2017. It was in the Championship at Molineux. It finished goalless that day. And just a reminder, should it finish goalless after 90 minutes here, no replays. It will go to extra time and possibly penalties if required. As I mentioned earlier, it's 13 years now since Blackburn were last in the Premier League, relegated that campaign. Wolves went down with them, actually. But Wolves' return a lot quicker than Blackburn's, which they hope might be this season. A lot of work to do for them before they can even start thinking of that top flight return. Collision there between Nelson Semedo and Todd Cantwell. Balagar. Hwang almost lost it. It's been worked out really nicely to that left-hand side. Cunha giving chase. He's got goal side of Rankin Costello. Got a back inside. Teed up here for Hwang. Terrific block from Danny Bart. Put himself on the line of fire. And if there's one player out there who will be particularly fired up, it is Danny Bart against his former club. And the flag is up here anyway.
It's good footwork. Cunha clever, and they're all lining up on the edge of the area, but that's about desire. Defensive situations, then clear your lines, and it wasn't one, it was the next. Swan maybe just tried to go near post. It might have been the better option. He tries to hit it low.
Bueno. That's foreshore for Blackburn. Rankin Costello, who also started the third-round win over Middlesbrough, as did Buckley here, who looks to switch the play. And it's over the top of Cargbo's head. Well, they have won 2 of their last 3 matches at home, Blackburn, against Preston and Portsmouth, either side of a loss to Coventry. But, this, of course, is a step up in class. Cunha just breezes beyond his man, but he was dragged back. And there is a card too for John Buckley by the looks of it.
I think that's the last thing you want. I mean, in those situations you're coming across and it is cynical. You know he's already gone. I think he'll be disappointed with himself there. Then now you can't make those challenges. The game develops, and I think you don't mind if you're in a different situation or it's a saving tackle, but that was a weak one.
Cunha's free kick. Put out by Dennis. Ribeiro. Cargbo. Chased down by Bellegarde. He's got clear of him. And he's got clear of Bueno for now. There's a card coming here for Bueno as well. But a little example there of what Cargbo is all about. Left 2 Wolves players in his wake.
And that's a great run. I'm not sure how you can get the yellow card. We'll have another look here. Just a little bit of touching. Does he touch the ball, bring it round? Could it be a foul, but a yellow card? When he jumps up, Bueno saying, not sure about that, but that's exciting. That's what you want. Takes you off your seat. Wider positions, you've got to make those runs. Excellent attacking play.
Encouragement there, of course, for Cargbo, who'll be looking to get at Bueno at every available opportunity now. And potential here for Blackburn. Hyam and Bart, 2 centre-backs, they're in the picture for this free kick that Buckley will take. Floated deep, it's a great delivery and Blackburn are in front. Dom Hyam getting round the back and thumping in. The flag is up though, and his celebrations are cut short.
Well, it's a brilliant ball in. This is tight, you know. When I get another look, it's just because of the angle, and then he's waiting to be on that back post. That flag goes up, but it's about deliveries, using conditions right around the back. This is very, very close.
Very, very tight. However, there is no VAR.
And that was talked about all weekend, hasn't it?
Absolutely.
The FA Cup, I've covered a game already with this dilemma.
Manchester United by any chance?
Yes,
Friday night?
There was only 4 or 5 in a different position.
Harry Maguire's winner, of course. And Hyam here is under pressure. Had to dig that away before several Wolves players were beginning to close him down. Here's Bellegarde. Gonzalo Guedes. Oh, Dennis, good play. Using all of his muscle there to get Blackburn back on the ball. He's got it again. Foreshore. Dubry finds himself in a tight spot, and João Gomez emerges with it for Wolves, the Brazilian. Cunha, Bellegarde, first touch a shade heavy. And despite some of the Wolves fans' appeals, there was no foul on Bellegarde. Don Hyam, having put the ball in the net, ultimately left frustrated by the side of that offside flag. Nice Tote, incidentally, the Blackburn goalkeeper, only made his debut in the third-round win over Middlesbrough. Back between the posts today with Ainsley Pears, their first-choice keeper, making way for him. He's on the bench. This is Danny Bart. Dennis. Fair old tussle over there with Emmanuel Agbadou. This is how we're looking numbers-wise after the first 20 minutes or so. 2 attempts for both, 1 on target. That was for Wolves. Johnston. It goes up to Hwang. João Gomez. Totti. Alagard, who also scored in the win over Aston Villa last weekend. Dedez looking to find a way round Forshaw. He's got Semedo supporting here.
This is better from Wolverhampton Wanderers, moving the ball, more intensity, more pace. That's what they're going to have to do. I feel like the wider positions as well. You can get those Guedes and Cunha line on the ball quicker. There's no space for them. That's different to the setup against Aston Villa where they were on top. They countered very quickly with pace, intensity, forward passes. That's not going to be on for them. That's how the Bellegarde goal came, but got to be a bit more creative.
Goes here for Jean-Rickner Bellegarde. And it will be corner to Wolves here. Well backed here today, incidentally. A strong contingent has made the trip to get behind their team. And many of them stopped off at Chorley FC for a pre-match party to help raise funds for the National League North side. Those two have history in this competition. So nice to see Wolves fans supporting a non-league club on their way here. Cunha over this corner for Wolves. Flicked away by Hyam. And Buckley will get Blackburn moving. It's a really good ball. Kozia Dubry threatening to get through on goal. But brilliant tracking back from Rodrigo Gomez.
Recovery runs, good passes. This is a great ball, you know, difficult technique to do, and I thought he's away 100%. Gomez, great defender, just managed to stay strong, get the right side. He's seen it quickly that he had to recover after a wonderful ball through the middle.
Agbadou taking the high road. Rodrigo Gomez in hot pursuit. He's got there as well, ahead of Rankin Costello. And the end result, despite Rodrigo Gomez's opinion, is a Blackburn throw and not that of Wolves. Well, he's done a fine job here, John Eustace. There's no doubt about that. Blackburn surviving on the final day of last season in the Championship. They lost the goals of Sammy Smodics, of course, but to get them into the playoff hunt this time around is testament, really, to the job that he's managed to do thus far. Really interesting to see whether he sticks around to finish the job. Blackburn fans will be hopeful he does. Cunha. Scrap in that middle third. Joao Gomez will push it on now, and a lovely turn from Guedes. Cunha got the ball caught in his feet. Carbo here will gallop away for Blackburn. Faced by Bueno. Still he goes, takes a tumble as well, and it's gone the other way. He's going to get booked for simulation here. Carbo sees yellow.
It's going to be interesting here. He's very much against the decision, saying absolutely no chance. What about the commitment, the run? He's waiting, he's sort of a jump, and he's waiting, and then he's away, and he's attacking quickly. He's backing everybody off, going left and right. But this is about intensity, the desire to try and create something. Which way is he going to go? And it's just this last little touch here. Is there any contact?
It's Agbadou who sticks a foot in.
Well, he's certainly not dived. And look at that. There's maybe a little touch of contact.
Well, VAR would have had something to say over that, I'm sure, but it is not in use. Much to Wolves' relief, no doubt, on that occasion. Cantwell. Foreshore. Pocket of space. Ribeiro shifted inside towards Dennis, and Semedo will launch one for Wolves. Hyam gets his head in the way, but they'll take enormous encouragement, John Eustace's side, from the fact that they've managed to get at Wolves in the opening half an hour or so.
You just have a look at that line there. That's how tight that is. There's two opportunities gone against Blackburn. And certainly John Eustace will be asking those questions. Could have been a different outcome this first half, and I bet you he is asking the question.
Dom Hyam has been such an influential figure for Blackburn this season, ever present and a linchpin of that Wolves back line, that Blackburn back line, I should say. Here's Semedo. Cunha. Away. Dubry losing out. Rodrigo Gomez. Gallagher. Totti. Flick on that. Forshore is there to sweep it up for Blackburn. Wang. Nicely done. Cross was cut out by Rankin Costello. It will be a Wolves corner. Gomez winning the corner, scorer in round 3. Second corner of the game for Wolves. Scoops it over, and that is a waste. Well, approaching half Half an hour played here at Ewood Park. It's goalless. Michael Brown, your thoughts?
Yeah, well, you're just looking at Blackburn's approach to the game. We've had two big situations.
Here's Cunha. Tote well placed to make the save.
But I think that's the danger as well. When you have the quality against you, you've got to take your chances. You do know Wolves are going to keep pressing, they're going to keep coming, move the ball around, be patient, and then they have quality. But I think overall, I think John Eustace, with the amount of changes, will absolutely delighted with his side, and really they should be ahead.
Cantwell. Gomez was there to intercept. Semedo leading the Wolves charge. Guedes. On it goes to Semedo again. Problems here for Blackburn. He did have plenty back there to defend it. And Ribeiro will scoop it out of play. Bueno. Wolves unbeaten in the last 8 meetings. Blackburn, 4 wins, 4 draws. The last 3 have ended level. Bellegarde. Oh, he's pulled up for a foul, I think. It's Ribeiro who's down.
Don't see him being in a rush, but you can understand why he's been caught with the contact, that high leg. Bellegarde, you can see there, just down the side of his hip. But I'm sure he'll be fine. He'll be a little bit uncomfortable, take his time, get back on. But that's been interesting. The conditions, as I said, are a little bit swirly, a little bit windy, but it's Blackburn Rovers who've dealt with it better.
This is Guedes. Slipping it inside for Hwang. Onto João Gomez, and it squirms under the goalkeeper and in. João Gomez gives Wolverhampton Wanderers the lead in Lancashire. And the goalkeeper will be mightily disappointed with that. It wasn't the most powerful strike you're ever likely to see. Bolash Tote unable to hold on to it, and it crept over the line.
Just a question on build-up. He said the press will come. Cantwell's got to be better to make sure he gets his body in, but then there's this run here, good touch, and he just pokes it towards the goal. Tote will be so disappointed. He said they do have quality and class at the top of the pitch, this Wolves team, but we just see that touch is good, takes it, but at any level, we're talking about in FA Cup, yes, he might be a little bit unsighted as it goes through the legs, but I'm trying to be kind, but I can't. The goalkeeper has to save it and must do.
João Gomez on the score sheet for Wolves, but a moment to forget for the Hungarian goalkeeper for Blackburn, Bolash Tote. All coming on 33 minutes. And they're looking for another potentially now. Hwang up against Danny Bart. Cunha on the scene as well. Bellegarde. Semedo, beautifully done. Cunha! And in the blink of an eye, Wolves double their advantage. Beautifully taken, wonderfully worked, and Wolves firmly in command.
Yeah, that's class, that's quality. As soon as he gets into the area, you know, into those positions, you do feel that with the quality that Cunha has, and so quickly, games change, and the mentality of top players, you step forward, and you've got to be much better in possession. Runs are good, try to go in behind, but recoveries need to be a lot better from Blackburn Rovers, and a little bit of luck here. They don't clear the lines, but it's this pass here. First time, sensational finish, sees that far corner, but don't take a touch. Make sure he's aware as he comes alive. That touch, fantastic pass, great finish.
1 minute 40 seconds between the two goals. And with those rapid-fire strikes, Wolves may well have already taken the game away from Blackburn Rovers. Firmly in charge now, and a buoyant away end at Ewood Park. And Blackburn Rovers with the proverbial mountain to climb now. But Mateus Cunha with a fine finish to bring up his 12th goal of the season. After some early promise from Blackburn, that is what Premier League sides can do. A bit of quality that they all possess. And dominating the ball as well. João Gomez tried to pick his way through the traffic, couldn't. And Cosia Dubry has Blackburn back on it. Rankin Costello. Well, there'll be elements of Blackburn's first half display that they'll be quite happy with, but the two goals, especially the first one, was a goalkeeping error, but the second goal, could they have done much more to stop it?
Yeah, but that is the problem, isn't it? But you know, you've done well. Maybe you should have been ahead. The offside decision was questionable. We know that. Possibly should have been given. The goalkeeper error has cost you. And then those recovery runs, those long passes. Second goal was good though.
Cargbo. He's shown that he can be a nuisance in this first half. Picked up now by Cantwell. 3 waiting in the box. 4 short. Cleared by Rodrigo Gomez. Rankin Costello now. Cosia Dubry. Dennis, nicely done. Rankin Costello! It's a whisker away, only needed a touch from one of his teammates, and Blackburn could have been right back in it.
Yeah, good reaction, good delivery. It's better, it's just a agonising wait, isn't it? Just that touch, all you needed as the ball goes across. Maybe a bit more quality. Again, an opportunity. I just think that ball was almost hit sort of on the full rather than just sort of curled around. That would have given them a much better chance.
What we do with eyes on that. Comfortably won against Cantwell. Ribeiro. It's a good ball, a really good pass to Cargbo. It's been a good outlet for Blackburn. Cunha slides in. He timed it well enough. Mateus Cunha moving into defensive mode there, but Cargbo actually has been a real bright spot for Blackburn.
He's done very, very well, because me looking as a defender, which way is he going to go? He's done both, so it gives you an option. He's done it with pace, and then he's backed you off. Cunha, excellent defensive work. He takes a bit of a risk, but he gets it so good. Good timing, good tackle. Now an opportunity.
It goes again. They've got some height in there, Blackburn. That one goes wide. And plenty of interested parties here for Blackburn, as this one was swung over by Cantwell. Manuel Dennis moving away from goal as he makes contact with this, and wide.
Well, that's the difficulty, isn't it? Because he's going away from, to get any sort of momentum, any pace. It's going to be tough. He did all right, actually.
Here come Wolves. Rodrigo Gomez streaking away. There's Guedes, Forshaw with the block. Did he block with his arm? Cantwell.
across here, hits it well. It's good defending, good recovery runs, and then great work from Campbell. Not sure he needs to do that on the edge of the area. He was fouled after a turn and then a little nutmeg.
Gomez in a tangle with Kozia Dubry. Since Wolves last lifted the trophy 65 years ago, they've reached the semi-finals on 5 occasions. Last doing so in 2019 when they lost to Watford at Wembley under Nuno Espirito Santo. But Vitor Pereira's men, as things stand, firmly on course for a place in round 5 of this season's competition, courtesy of 2 quick-fire goals from João Gomez and Mateus Cunha. There is Cunha. Oh, it's a lovely ball. Hwang. Semedo. He's got Danny Bart to contend with, and Blackburn can't get very far. Guedes. Bueno's up from the back. Who got the final touch? Well, it's Bueno. It will be a Blackburn goal kick. We saw the vision there, didn't we, from Mateus Cunha? A fabulous ball. We just saw him play. He's just one of those players, it's an easy thing to say, just really seems to enjoy himself every time he steps out onto the field of play.
He's a top player, isn't he? He's done well to keep hold of him. He now needs to perform to the end of the season. They're going to need him in such a big way. This is the switch again. Great run.
Cargbo with Ribeiro making the overlapping run. Forshaw. Buckley. Blackburn looking for a route back into the game here. Dennis. Intelligent ball out wide to Rankin Costello, who is shut down there by Rodrigo Gomez. Costello, was he nudged over? Well, the home fans certainly felt so, and now the referee agrees. He doesn't.
Yeah, the assistant referee there. He's had some decisions to make. You've seen from the offside, from the goal, that was disallowed. Now he's getting involved again. Is it a strong arm? Is it too high? Maybe is a touch high. If you go shoulder to shoulder, it's possibly what the official has seen. Cunha saying absolutely no chance.
Some height in there, that is for sure, Blackburn. Hyam and Bart, 2 obvious targets here, the 2 centre-halves. Buckley delivers. Plenty of elevation on that for Bart to try and get on the end of. Wolves hold firm. Kozia Dubry, nicely done. Thought about the shot. Teased in by Hyam. Dennis! Corner.
It's good play, isn't it? Kozia Dubry, I'm just wondering which way he's going to go. I want to defend him. Great little flick. Then that check. Wait, the delivery. I'm not sure why he sort of lets it go over his shoulder, but he knows exactly where he's going with it. Good strike near post from Dennis.
Time approaching. Cantwell. Forshaw for Ribeiro. Dennis. Cargbo. Oh, brilliant defending from Agbadou. Cargbo. nudge on him, I think, and it's going to be a Wolves free kick. It's so calm and composed there, Agbadou. One additional minute to be played at the end of this first half. So they had been looking for a defender since selling their captain Max Kilman last summer. And of course losing Yerson Mosquera to a season-ending knee injury, but Agbadou seems to have slotted in very nicely back there.
Yeah, he has. It was great feet, wasn't it? Fantastic player, like I mentioned, whether he can play left of the three, centre. He's got that nice range of passing, defensively, actually aggressive. But that just showed another side to his game, didn't it? In tight areas, he can come out, he can play, draw on the foul. You're absolutely delighted to be in the scoreline that he has, because it could have been a lot different for Wolves.
We do have some concern here for Hwang Hee-chan. It's half-time whistle not far away. They'll be able to assess him much more during the half-time interval. It looks like he's feeling his hamstring there. And the shake of the head tells you that he's not feeling in great shape at the moment.
I think we know what's Mark Cunha's still going on about that decision up on that top right-hand side. He's not letting it go. He's gone to the fourth official now, saying we can't be giving free kicks for that.
Reminds me of you, Michael.
I was very, very kind. I always let it go, you know.
Don't try and kid anyone. We all know what you were like.
And maybe did go on a little bit too much to try and get the decision then, you know. But you've got to try, you've got to want it. We're just seeing little clips here. That's the goal. That changed everything for Wolves. Great run into the box. Goalkeeper will be very, very disappointed. And this is a little bit of luck, keeps it alive here. But it's this pass I really like. First time, he just checks his shoulders. He had a little look, far corner. Cunha knows exactly where he is, composed, great strike. And that's the quality they have.
So what's your gut telling you about Hwang Hee-chan? Is it the end for him today, do you think, or is it going to be okay?
I think it depends. You know, when you take a 2-0 lead and it's a muscle injury, it's risk to reward. It's almost on half-time. Do you say, well, OK, we'll just leave it, we'll wait, we'll go and assess him properly. We can have a little bit of time to reflect and see what we think is going to be wrong with him and whether it's worth it when he carries on. So it's good timing, really.
So Wolves ending the half with 10 here, with Hwang already back in the dressing room. The referee had a look at his watch. He's yet to blow, though. Cunha's throw. Hyam. Ranking Costello. Can't go. Ribeiro again is on his bike, and off he goes, Ribeiro. Dennis makes a surge into the middle. Great defending from Semedo, using all of his experience there, and that is the last act of a first half that has gone very nicely for Wolverhampton Wanderers. João Gomez, a bit of fortune about the goal as it squirmed under the goalkeeper Tote, who should have done much better, but you cannot argue with the quality of the second goal, the way that it was crafted and then finished by Matheus Cunha. Blackburn did have the ball in the net through Dom Hyam's header. That was ruled out for offside. They had one or two promising moments, but they are bang up against it, with Wolves in the hat, leading by 2-0 here. Blackburn Rovers of the Championship get us underway in this second period. Michael Brown alongside me. I think it goes without saying, Michael, the next goal, critical.
Yeah, so important. We've seen that Wolves in the last round, it looked like they were cruising this position, and one goal changed the outcome. They struggled in the end just to see it through, but now what type of reaction can Blackburn have? I think they did well enough in the first half not to be behind, that's for certain. We'll talk about the goal that never was, that offside decision, but a bit of quality come through after that goalkeeper error on the first goal, but we started okay here.
That one gets away from Ribeiro. Augustus Cargbo can certainly be happy with his contribution thus far. But now facing Matt Doherty in direct combat with Santiago Bueno withdrawn. He was on a yellow card, Bueno. Reminder of the teams, bottom of your screen there. Blackburn making 8 changes from that midweek loss at Queen's Park Rangers coming into this. Not so many alterations from Vitor Pereira, going with a strong lineup again here as he did in the previous round. So there is no doubt that Wolves are taking this competition very seriously. The big headline, of course, was the inclusion of Mateus Cunha, a star man, who is on the score sheet yet again for them. Gomez with the other. Buckley. It's an important touch from Gomez because that was heading in Rankin Costello's direction. Goes Dubry. Buckley. It's away from Guedes. And still he goes. Great run this, and he's done ever so well to get it in from there. Well, Johnston just nipping in ahead of Emmanuel Dennis, but all the credit goes to John Buckley. And Dennis has pinched it back again. Cantwell, can he find a way through? Not quite. Again, some signs of early promise for Blackburn at the start of this second half.
Good deliveries, good balls in. Trying to get the other side of this Wolves defence, put them under pressure. They'll now just want to play at their pace, move it around and try and frustrate, but it's about tempo if Blackburn Rovers can increase it.
Forshaw. Cargbo. Nicely done. Guedes. He's the furthest man forward. He's got it all to do here. And Hyam recovers well, but Guedes refusing to give it up. Forshaw under pressure, and so too is the goalkeeper from Cunha. Ribeiro boxed in over there. Sarabia, Doherty, Gomez. And he couldn't quite pick out Mateus Cunha.
Guedes, a good player, isn't he? Drives into different positions. Shown promise the last few weeks for certain.
2 goal scorers trying to combine again there and open the door once more. And it's been stolen back by Guedes. Cunha. Sarabia just got away from him, and Guedes unable to bring the ball under his spell as well. On by Doherty. Sredo giving chase. He's got there ahead of Ribeiro. Guedes. Danny Barr getting in the way. Hyam managing to steer it back to his goalkeeper safely. Foreshore. Well, they couldn't pass for Dennis, but they got away with it. Rankin Costello. He and Dennis not on the same wavelength. Bellegarde. Play down for Wolves. It's Geddes.
He's tried to play advantage, hasn't he? You know, when you see there's a bit of contact, just that one right through the back of the calf, and once it didn't materialise, he has checked his shoulder. His contact there goes tight, and then has to lose the ball, brings it back. The referee was right on that occasion.
Well, Vitor Pereira does have two new recruits on the bench today, are in Nasser Giga and Marshall Manetzi, but just wonder whether he's tempted to give them a little taste with Wolves 2 up, or whether he decides to save them. What do you reckon?
I think it'll just be timings, won't it? Look at the scoreline. You always want to try and get your new players on the pitch wherever possible.
Cargbo looking for the run of Dennis. Well, he's picked up from where he left off in the first half, Augustus Cargbo. Early days in his Blackburn career, but definitely a reason to be encouraged after what we've seen so far.
He's been really good. I think he, like I say, he's got different parts to his game. He's very tight again. Good defending, your body in. Yeah, it's talking about substitutions, etc. I think John Eustace as well. Look at Lewis Travis maybe for the last 30 minutes. It might be enough for him.
Cantwell, he's done brilliantly. Cozier Dubry steadying himself, and then Cantwell balloons it over the top.
It's another big chance. They've got to try and take one of these if they're going to stay in this tie. See Cantwell there, the pass is just ahead because there's a hesitation, isn't it, to stay on side. Then the pass is just too far away, and as Cantwell comes back, gets another go at it. It's sort of under pressure. I feel like he's just got to hit it hard and low.
Well, he does have one FA Cup goal to his name, Todd Cantwell. It was in Norwich City's quarter-final defeat to Manchester United back in 2020. He has scored against Wolves before. He was in the Premier League for the Canaries some 6 years ago now. Cozier Dubry, nice. Rankin Costello. Totti is there to block his route to the box. Doherty overrun it. Geddes. Bellegarde. João Gomes. Sarabia wanted a foul. The free kick wasn't forthcoming, and on it goes. Dennis. Steps round João Gomes and lets fly. And there's a little bit of deflection on that took the sting out of the shot. Safely gathered by Johnston.
Yeah, it was disappointing in the end. You've seen the target, tried to get that shot, but fizzled out. It's in the balance, isn't it, the game? Like Blackburn are having a go, they're trying to make something happen. We just need to be a little bit better on the ball, a little bit quicker to see the tie out, so you can still see a surprise.
Well, certainly trying to get after Wolves in the early part of this second half, and Cantwell takes a tumble under the challenge of Geddes, and this will put Blackburn in a position of promise from the resulting free kick. John Eustace, I think, is lining up a couple of changes. There's activity down on the bench. Tyrese Dolan, Maktar Gay look as though they could well be getting ready for action. Meanwhile, Cantwell surveying the scene. It's dangerous, and Johnston called into action there. Higher, on it fairly and squarely. Nathan Costello overcooks the cross.
You see that ball coming in. Johnston watching all the way, just that reverse arm over the top, making sure it's clear as a ball, but Cantwell, decent delivery there from that wider position.
Cantwell has departed. That free kick, his final contribution. Maktar Gay has come on, the big Senegalese striker who has 5 goals to his name this season. And Tyrese Dolan is the other player introduced. With Mario Cozier-Dubry withdrawn. Emmanuel Dennis now has some additional support with the introduction of Maktar Gay. Cunha. Rodrigo Gomez. João Gomez. Doherty. Lost back by Cardboat. Wayward kick from Sam Johnston there.
Yeah, very wayward. Not sure he needed to do that. I think he could have played out, especially when you're in a comfortable position. He decides against it.
Dennis did well. Buckley takes it on. Ribeiro. Gay. Something else for those Wolves defenders to think about with the introduction of Maktar Gay. Cardboat. Interesting cross. Watched all the way by Johnston. Clumsy one from Yuri Ribeiro. Semedo on the receiving end. Well, for all of Cunha's attacking play, that shows how committed he is to being a team player. And the tackles to 5 now for Cunha. So his game is so much more than just scoring goals and creating them. He's heavily involved in all departments. Rodrigo Gomez. Cunha. Gomez again. On it goes to Cunha once more. Still Cunha looking for a way through. And he's pulled up for a high boot, I think, Mateus Cunha there. Dare say he's got a little bit to say about that as well.
Do you know what he does? He waits and he sits behind the play, and all of a sudden the ball comes back out, circulates, then plays quickly forward, goes and joins in. He doesn't give it up as he just tries to play it through, but is there much contact there? Referee decides yes. We've seen that reaction already a couple of times. I think that's what you were mentioning.
Indeed so. Never shy at making his feelings known. Dolan, good first touch. Well, at least it appeared to be, but Bellegarde was wise to it. Gomez making a surge for the line here. Tote gets hands on it, keeps it in just. Well, there's been nothing wrong with Blackburn's approach or attitude in this game. Of that, there's no question. They're 2-0 down, but you've got to give them credit the way they've tried to have a go at Wolves. The difference has been the quality in the final third from Wolves.
What they've done though as well, they've been patient, Blackburn, and when they've been able to play, they have done. They started out from the goalkeeper, and they do deserve more than they've had, but just make sure you get into better chances and finish them like Wolves have.
A double Wolves change is not far away, and we are going to see a debut for Marshall Manetzi. He is getting ready to join us, and Andre is also being prepared. Sarabia. Totti spotted the gap and went through it, and still he goes on. Didn't take a tumble, he was expecting the whistle to go, but Lewis Smith happy for play to carry on. Gomez to Cunha. Four short. It's Blackburn's turn to have a go. Cargbo. And that is Cunha tracking back and stealing it back, and that's why Wolves fans love him so much. For all that he takes the headlines with his goals and his creativity, it's the fact that he's prepared to knock in going the other way. Here's Dolan, he'll not get to that. It's going to be a Blackburn corner though. But just to go back to Cunha, his all-round game, it's all there, isn't it?
I think for any youngsters it's so important, isn't it, that you do all parts of the game. You see the contacts there, just from there on, just runs away, doesn't it, from Dolan. But yeah, whether you're attacking with the defending, you've got to do the teamwork. That's the ethic first that you demand from each other. But yeah, Cunha is a good player.
Buckley's corner. Gathered by Johnston. Danny Barr in the mix. In that corner, he would love to get a goal, no doubt. Not just to get Blackburn back in the game, but also to notch against his old club, where he progressed through the youth system. There's another present under the days of Kenny Jackett. Buckley launching one. Carpo still full of running, but hasn't got the legs to reach that one. The two players waiting to come on. Andre and Marshall Manetzi. Those changes will happen now. Salo Guedes departs. And debut for the Zimbabwe international, Marshall Manetzi. And Andre has come on for Jean-Rickner Bellegarde. And we are going to see a debut also for Corley Woodrow for Blackburn. Joined on deadline day from Luton with Emmanuel Dennis, who's lasted 65 minutes, his first game, first competitive match since April of last year. Goes off, and Corley Woodrow is coming on, and it looks as though Andy Vyman, who got the winner in the last round, will get a taste of this as well against his old club. Andy Vyman had a loan spell at Wolves in 2017 under Paul Lambert, and he's on for Augustus Cargbo, who for me has been Blackburn's best player. Very exciting player, Augustus Cargbo, and Blackburn fans will be thrilled with what they've seen from him.
I think that's the point as well, though, isn't it? When you look, and some supporters will say, well, he's been playing well, so why are you making the change now on 66 minutes? But these players have only had limited training sessions, limited time to look at them. You don't want to break them for the long period of time, which is more obviously the success of the Championship, where they can progress in that. But you know, two signers who can make a difference for Blackburn coming on the pitch.
Costello. Midway point of the second half. There's two first half strikes. João Gomez and Mateus Cunha. Put Wolves in a position of strength here in Lancashire. Costello. And Blackburn the throw. In the FA Cup to come later. Aston Villa take on Spurs at 5:35. The draw is tomorrow evening. Doncaster Rovers incidentally hosting Crystal Palace tomorrow night, and then Nottingham Forest will wrap up the fourth round action on Tuesday night. A long trip down to Devon for them to face Exeter. Forshaw. Dolan. Showed too much of that to Agbadou. Rankin Costello. Nicely balanced over the last 5 minutes in terms of possession. Blackburn getting hold of the ball a bit more than they were. Can they turn that possession into a goal? Dolan. Backed up by Ribeiro. Buckley. Ambitious. He struck it with plenty of power, but Sam Johnston barely moved. Goalkeeper knew that one was heading well wide of target.
It's just gone a little bit flat, hasn't it?
There goes Sarabia, though, and the cavalry is arriving. Leave it into Cunha! That was the chance to finish it once and for all.
And finally a bit of space for a breakthrough. I've been waiting for it, the run, he just arcs it. And then just watch the midfield position as all of the shirts from Wolves get into that area. Almost there, the timing was just slightly out, but good run from Cunha.
McTargay. Against Totti, slams it across there. Good hands from Johnston. all set to join the likes of Manchester City, who had a scare yesterday at Leyton Orient. You were there.
Yeah, it was a sensational start to the game. Great wonder goal over the top of Stefan Ortega, and then he made it difficult. But FA Cup, it always gives us surprises. Wonderful watch this weekend of football.
Yeah, just a pity that Donnelly didn't get the goal yesterday. It's gone down as an Ortega own goal. It's a fabulous strike, it really was. It's all credit to Richie Wellington's team, who are going great guns in the league and putting on a terrific display against Manchester City. Bournemouth through, Preston through, Burnley, Cardiff, Fulham, Newcastle, Brighton overcoming Chelsea. And Wolves looking good for a place in the next round as well. Andre. Doherty. Well, the Olays are coming out from the Wolves fans. As Cunha steers it wide. Rodrigo Gomez. Can he measure the right cross? He can. Well, the finish is not there from the new man, Menetzi.
Yes, that would have been a nice start for him, wouldn't it? Space opens up, deliveries into the box. From here now, we're all queuing up the way. It's a great run down the left-hand side, sticks back. Great delivery, but I think that's a decent chance. I think he'd be disappointed he doesn't hit the target.
A good pace on the cross too, but Marshall Menetzi able to guide it goalwards. He's a goal-scoring midfielder though. He's become noted for that, which is why Vitor Pereira was so keen to get him. Arrived on deadline day from Ramps for around 18 million euros. Vitor Pereira's team fairly comfortable here. They were second from bottom, incidentally, when he took the job in the Premier League. He lost 11 of their previous 16 Premier League matches, but certainly they are heading in the right direction, it would seem anyway, even though they are still precariously close. The bottom three in the top flight. The next two fixtures, Liverpool away, Bournemouth away. Good luck with those.
It's easy ones though, aren't they? So this is what's nice, you know, when you get the FA Cup tie, you can play a couple of players who haven't played.
Oh, hang on, Cunha has got round the back. That's cheeky. And flicked away in the nick of time.
Really quick, play it quick, great delivery. He's clever, isn't he, Cunha? I think he could do with that third goal.
Cunha. Sarabia up ahead of him. Still Cunha! Good save. It needed a good hand on that from Totes to keep it out, and keep it out he did.
That was a big save. Cunha's growing in confidence. Someone else would have maybe hit it earlier. Rides that challenge, is there. Waits, has a look, and then that's just that little check underneath his body, heading towards that far corner. And here's another one. Great clearance off the line, and in quick succession, a couple of chances for Wolves.
It was Don Hyam who cleared off the line after Cunha trying to lift it in. This corner then. Keeper again got nowhere near it. Driven goalwards. Plenty of power on it as well from Menetzi. Whistles wide again.
He's just bringing the edge of the area and hits it so well. Sort of sliding away, directs it into the ground as the goalkeeper's under pressure. Considerably wide in the end.
Woodrow looking to skip away down that far touchline, but ran out of room. All in all, January in terms of transfer activity was pretty decent, I would suggest, for Wolves. the new players they were able to bring in, but new contract for Matheus Cunha is probably the best bit of business that they've done. Dolan. Blackburn will return to championship action away at West Bromwich Albion. Of course, led by their former manager, Tony Mowbray. It remains their priority, trying to maintain their push for a playoff spot in the championship. Weimann. Ribeiro. Dolan. Woodrow delivering. McAdoo with a header out. Stolen. Gay got in between two defenders there, but couldn't get the connection on that he would have hoped to.
It's a good ball, isn't it? He's tried to almost chest it down, chest it into the area, wants it there, but it's a tough one. It's going to be difficult to have that technique.
Semedo leaving it for Sarabia. This would be the second round in a row that Wolves have got past championship opposition. 2-1 success at Bristol City in round 3. Leading 2-0 here at Blackburn. No doubt looking to improve on last season's run when they got to the quarter-finals. It's a lovely ball through to Menezzi from Cunha. He had a defender alongside him, and that was sufficient enough to close the door.
I think the danger for Wolves is though, it's that they just don't need to get into a slow tempo, just thinking, well, we've done the job, game management, yeah. I think just keep on putting those balls in behind, keep turning Blackburn Rovers round, because they're going to commit now.
Sarabia. That's under pressure from Cunha. Ranking Costello, Totti coming across. Blackburn could get a goal back. That would certainly set up a interesting finish here. Dolan. No way through. Semedo, that's working kindly for Sarabia. Short of options at the minute. Minutes remain. Now possession turned over, Gay looking to make a beeline for the box. He was held up. It is a Blackburn free kick.
It's poor ball again, but is there any contact there? Have a look. Just puts it through his legs. I'm not sure there is at all any contact, and the referee looked at it and then thought, right, okay, we'll give the free kick.
Blackburn are to stand a chance. They are reaching that stage of the game now where it's going to happen sooner or later. Buckley, it's a long way out. So definitely having a look at this. Woodrow is just to the side of him. Firmly struck. Johnston well placed. And it's gone straight down the other end, and João Gomez is after it. Goalkeeper was hesitant. Did what he had to do in the end, but he looked a little unsure to start with. It's a fairly open game, isn't it? 12 attempts for Wolves, 10 for Blackburn, and here's another one. Targay warming the palms of Johnston, and it's very stretched now, as you might expect, with Blackburn trying to throw everything at it. Cunha, he's got options in the middle. Sarabia's one of them. Couldn't make them pay.
Some brilliant chances end to end. Targay firstly, and then this wonderful pass. Sarabia just taking that near post, you go back to front, and then the touch, it just bounces in front of him. But this is the save initially. It's a strong one, double palm, but then the counter was quick. But chances for both sides, and just look at this, the goalkeeper decided to stay. I can't believe it. He gets very, very lucky. See the disappointment on the face straight away. Gomez thought he was in.
A change for either side. Ike Nouri is on for Wolves. Nelson Semedo has departed slightly earlier than the rest. And Ryan Hedges is on for Adam Forshaw. Higher. It's been a good cup tie though, Michael, hasn't it? You know, we see often teams, understandably from lower leagues, facing sides from the Premier League sitting in, trying to frustrate, hit on the break, but Blackburn have really gone for this today.
Yeah, sat and waited, and then at the right time come out and create chances.
Hedges, great run, and then it's Totti who strides away with it. Oh, brilliant. And possibilities now for Wolves to seal the deal, and Totti is going all the way, potentially. On it goes to Cunha. And Tote comes up with a big save. Totti again. Ike Nouri, João Gomez, Cunha. Toying with Blackburn now. Hedges. Slowing it right down.
Yeah, I understand it's getting to the later stages now. Blackburn are still having a go. I think second half has not been as good, we know that. A couple of substitutions, etc. I know what John Eustace will say. He'll send us back to the first half, and there was a big decision. If there's more space now, you feel like Wolves can gain momentum even more.
A couple of big decisions first half. The offside goal, the penalty, or non-award of a penalty. And Cargbo, when he went down, disallowed goal for Hyam. Lovely flick inside there from Cunha, but Gomez couldn't quite get there. Mike Targay for Blackburn. Oh, he's a nuisance and he's done well. That's unfortunate. It's a nice idea. Agbadou well positioned to cut out the ball forward.
Done all right, isn't he, last few moments. Targay tried to turn, tried to thread the pass. Just recently just had that shot, which he saved as well, but if we're going to have anything late, is there going to be a charge from Blackburn, or do you see who's getting that third?
It's come a long way to clear that one away. Sarabia. And Manetzi, chance here potentially. Tote was quickly off his line. He's made some really encouraging runs from midfield as well, hasn't he? Marshall Manetzi got himself into goal-scoring situations.
Yeah, he's tried to see that glory, trying to get on the score sheet. He's been close, been unfortunate. Who can do something different now for Blackburn? Who can make something happen? Who can make an ending?
Dolan whips it over. Totti, the defensive header. Mike Targay. Losing out that time, Andre. Nuri. Again, with the closure of the transfer window, the fact that Mike Nuri has stayed as well is another major positive for Wolves. He's been linked with numerous clubs whilst that window was open.
That's the problem with Wolves. I feel like clubs look and say, well, easy target, we can go take them because of the selling history. Some good players have left. They need to make sure they stay in that Premier League. I think they've given themselves every chance now.
Sarabia. Taken away by Hyam. Agbadou has fallen awkwardly there. To win the header against Cauley Woodrow.
Woodrow just backs in. Just uses his body, waits for the contact. He's just got to be more aggressive, get the whole body in, try to win it and build. Just giving Wolves the free kick, just delays everything even more. You see the frustration there in the manager's face. And what his future will bring, we'll soon see.
Well, undoubtedly, he'll be facing questions about his future after this one is finished. Mike Nuri onto Sarabia. Well closed down by Hyam. Diverted that one away.
Yeah, good block, clever little pass. Hit it early, Sarabia. Hyam coming across with that outside of the foot. They're good in those little tight areas, aren't they?
We're hearing there'll be 3 additional minutes to be played at the end of this. Mike Nuri. Sarabia for Cunha. A rare giveaway from the Brazilian there. Cunha. He's furious with himself that he hasn't kept that one down and on target. As we head into the 3 additional minutes.
It's a great pass, this, you know. Right across his body, thinking, here you go. Curler into the far corner. With his quality, he's got to do better than that.
Well worth the trip round Around 4,000 Wolves fans, incidentally, have come here today to watch their side. Crowd of just under 14,000 inside Ewood Park. Gomez, who got the scoring started, both arriving before half-time. Wolves have been unable to add to that tally, but they've managed the game ever so well, as you would expect from a Premier League team. They've been able to dictate the tempo. Blackburn have had to try and have a go. They've managed to get on it and slow it down again, take the heat out of the situation, while still causing a threat themselves. And here they are, Sarabia. Cunha. And Nancy is not looking for a penalty there, surely. He did have a glass in the referee's direction. That would have been the softest penalty ever.
Probably why he ended up on the floor then.
Yeah. Yet again, it's had a major influence for Wolverhampton Wanderers. A goal, but his performance so much more than that.
It's off the ball as well, isn't it? Yeah. Off the ball, the challenges, the positions, some assists, some good work. I think when you look at this Wolves team, they found it hard early on in the game, but got to be really pleased with the performance, their shape, determination, good in certain areas. And defensively need to just square up a little bit, but the manager knew that the first time he went in the building.
Well, there's something you don't see every day. The ball trapped between two players at waist height. And it's gone. I mean, look at that. I think it's gone the way of... I shouldn't be lost for words, but I am. It's not something you see at all, is it? But there's the full-time whistle, and Wolverhampton Wanderers are safely through to round 5 of this season's FA Cup. Both goals coming in the first half. The first from João Gomez, as his effort squirmed under the body of Bolaj Tote. The second goal, real quality. Finished off by Matheus Cunha. The build-up, though, was equally exquisite. And Cunha racked up his 12th goal of the campaign. Blackburn had their moments, most of all in the first half, when Dom Hyam headed in what he thought was the opening goal of the game. That was chalked off for offside. Incredibly tight call. Kagbo went down under a challenge of Agbadu in the box. The referee waved away the penalty appeals, and ultimately it is the travelling fans who are left delighted.